Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It is IFBB Pro Roxy Beckles. So, I got a great topic for today. So, I was talking to a friend of mine recently about the last couple of weeks leading into her contest prep. And as you know, contest prep is something that I somewhat specialize in. And so I wanted to give you guys tips on what you can do in order to really make the last couple of weeks that I lost you guys for a minute. So I want to give you some tips on what it is that you need to do going into the last couple of weeks of your show, and just to make sure that you're confident, you're ready to go, and you're focused. And these are great tips for anyone of any level, whether you are an absolute beginner at this game or if you're a seasoned competitor. So one of the first things that I'll say is that posing is so important. And you really do not want to leave your posing to the last minute. That is an absolute mistake. Like for me, I like to have my clients, I tell them to start posing like right away. Like as soon as they start their preps. Take your heels with you for the girls or whatever, guys, you know, do barefoot, whatever. But work on your posing, even between sets. Like when I'm prepping for a show and I'm getting ready, like in between sets, I'll hit like some front poses. When I was doing physique, I would hit my mandatories and everything. And I wouldn't even give two damns if anybody was looking at me at the gym, because I mean, you're going to be on stage half naked and people are going to look at you anyway. You know what I mean? But as you get closer into your show, let's say the last 4 weeks going in or so, you want to be practicing your posing every single day. And I like to say, leave at least 20 minutes of your time after you're done to really go ahead and pose. And the best time is after that workout, because your body is going to be tired. And when you're on that stage, think about it. You are going to be hungry. You're going to have pushed your body to like really huge limits. So it's going to be hard for you to hold the posing on stage with the lights and everything like that. And you're dehydrating, this, that, and the other. So practice at the end of your workouts, 20 minutes, and go over and over and over it again every single day leading into your show. One of the things I also do with my posing is don't rush through it. When you're hitting your poses, like especially for those of you that are going on the national level and that are doing big national qualifiers and stuff, you might be in a lineup with like 50 other competitors. Like seriously, like the classes are that big. So you've got to be able to have muscular endurance to be able to hold those poses. So when you hit that front pose, count 10 and then quarter turn to the right. Next pose, count to 10, quarter turn to the right. That's what I do with my clients when I'm working with them one-on-one and posing stuff as well. And it really helps them. The next thing that I'd say, and you know, this next tip is really dependent upon whether or not you're coaching yourself or if you're working with someone. I personally like to set up my clients' diets in a way that we're doing carb cycling leading into the show, which is not only going to help them to be leaner overall, but it's also going to help me to really finalize their peak week. Now here's the thing. That whole thing that everyone's doing with the carbing up and this, that, and the other with peak week is nothing but a carb cycle. And how much more confident would you feel knowing that every single week leading into that show, you practice that carb cycle day after day after day, week after week, and you know exactly when and how long it takes your body to clear off any excess water when it comes to your, your carb updates. So I like to carb cycle into a show. So again, not only does it help tremendously with fat loss, but it helps you to really solidify your peak. So play around with that, figure out what day works for you. And that last 4 weeks, just keep tweaking it, keep tweaking the food choices, take pictures every single day and see how your body responds. The next thing that I like to do with clients as well is not only do we take pictures of, them leading into the show for their check-ins, I actually do video. I ask every single client around like 7 weeks out, when they're sending me their weekly updates, I need videos to be able to see what they're looking like as they're moving around. I mean, this is we're in what, is this the 21st century? Whatever, the 2000s. We're in the 21st century. And we should be able to see, as an online coach, distance isn't a problem. I should be able to see my clients in action and how they look, and video helps with that. When you guys are working on your posing, video record yourself, see what it looks like. Don't just rely on pictures. And think about this too. Your pictures and the way that you see yourself leading into your show during your prep, don't look anything like what you're looking like on stage. You might look hard as nails in your picture and think that, oh my God, I'm so shredded. Oh my God, I look good. And you get on stage, you got the tan on, you got the oil on, you got the lights on, and you look like you're not lean enough. So I always like to actually say to go even leaner than you think you are, because you can always fill yourself back out, you know, going into the final days of your peak week. That's what doing it over and over is for. So really, like, watch yourself, look at videos, look at pictures to evaluate how you're moving along in your prep and what you need to do for yourself. And then I guess the final thing that I would say is to just be mindful and listen to your body. You know, the last 4 weeks going into a show are very grueling. And for those of you who have a hard time, you know, losing fat, you might find yourself doing like a lot of volume as far as training is concerned, as far as cardio is concerned. But I always like to give clients one full day of rest, no matter where we are. Nobody is working out 7 days a week. There's just no way you can do that and not kill your adrenals and all that other stuff going into a show. You know, be mindful of your bodies, guys, because no one is getting paid really to do any of this stuff. You know what I mean? And your health is more important. Give yourself a full day of rest, even in the throes of the last 4 weeks of your prep. I promise you, you'll start feeling a lot better. Your body will be able to recover, and you'll be able to really present your best on stage. And that's pretty much it. Those some 4 quick, easy tips for getting ready for the last final weeks into your show. If you guys have questions, post them below in the comments. You know I'm there to answer them. And don't forget to get on my mailing list. But don't get on my mailing list if you ain't gonna read nothing. You know how I am. Don't get on. If you want knowledge, you know I'm there to drop it for you. Click the sign up button at the top of my profile to go ahead and get yourself on my mailing list. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.